my friends, I'm Professor Hans von Puppet, and I want to share something very exciting with you. The mid-morning boost and motivation that gets your day shifted and lifted is here. Whether you're working, driving, or relaxing around the house, tune in for the empowerment you need to stay motivated throughout your day. Vincent Carter, your friend and brother from Memphis, Tennessee, will be live on Facebook every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's right, share this exciting news with your friends and family. And be sure to set your reminders each week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, to hear empowerment from Vincent Carter on Facebook Live. Listen, I'll be locked in and hope you will be too.
Good morning to each and every one of you. I pray all is well. I pray God's favor over your life. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice, and I will rejoice with you and be glad in it. Listen, I know it's been a minute since we have been in the kitchen. You are in the kitchen on today. You are in the kitchen today, and we got something good that we are about to can't say brew, but I had a coffee already, but something good I just want to cook for you. I just remember just being in school. Well, before I go there, I want to say good morning to each and every one of you. I want to say hello. Let me give you a couple of shout outs here. Good morning to you. Good morning. Yes, I see you here. I see you joining. Say something to me today. Let me know. Carlos, I see you out there. My brother-in-law, Tracy, my brother, I see you out there. I see you out there. Listen, I got something for you today. And for most, I see you, Carlos. For most Southerners, you are going to understand where I am coming from. So I remember just being in high school, and I remember being in elementary. I remember being in a junior high, and we had to stand in the line for our lunch. Now, I know most of y'all are kind of bougie, and you probably didn't get free lunch like I did. Well, I had to get free lunch, and I look forward to my free lunch. I look forward to those pizzas. I look forward to whatever kind of those burgers they fed us, but I look forward to lunch. They lined up the women first. The ladies had to go in the lunch line first. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Alan, I see you, my friend. They lined that up. Oh, Madison. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Madison, all the way in Colorado. So they lined all the girls up first. Then the young men, we had to stand in line. And then when we got in the line, we had this old cafeteria lady. And the cafeteria lady, all they would do is just make us move down the line. I think cookies were 40 cents back then, something like that. But they would move down the line. And then when they would move down the line, they would say, hey, get your sandwich. And for many years, I wondered what was a sandwich, because that's not the correct pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is sandwich. So, but no, in the South, and maybe probably got somewhere in the North and the West and all of that then, but now it was called a sandwich. And so we have been making sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, ham sandwiches. Those are those pretty sandwiches that you make. But when you make a sandwich, it's a culinary art. When you make a sandwich, it's something that you create in your mind and in your heart. It's something that you dream about when you put it on a piece of bread. Am I talking about it, Miss Turner? It's a sandwich. So today, I'm just going to show you real quick how to make a sandwich. You can make a sandwich in your own way. Go get to your local grocery store. Go grab your favorite meat. I don't care what it is. But some people like their sandwiches I think it was I don't know who that magician was on Sesame Street. He used to say, all our peanut butter sandwiches. No, it's peanut butter and sandwiches. I actually had a peanut butter and sandwich last night. Now, what's a peanut butter and sandwich? That's when you toast your bread. That's when you do something different. That's, put it on your fancy bread. That's when you cut it in half, maybe cut it in squares. That's what a sandwich is. Build a house, Reverend. I sound like I'm preaching. I know, right? So, anyway, today we're going to make a quick sandwich because I got to get out of here. But listen, I'm making a sandwich today. This sandwich is going to be awesome. Listen, I'm going to use a French loaf. When I was in New Orleans, my father, my dad, father in New Orleans, he would take us and for the short time that he was here with me, he would take this French bread. He would make us go down to Wonder Bread, get a fresh loaf, and then he will fill it up with some goodies. That's what we're going to do today. So here you are, booyah, in the kitchen today, and we are going to make a sandwich. We have, first of all, this French loaf bread that I personally I baked. I didn't pack it all together. I brought it, I had to preheat it or whatever. But anyway, we have this French loaf bread. And also, now here's the key to making a good sandwich. Some of you like cold cuts, which is fine, right? But I fried some of this meat. Half of it is going to be fried. The other half is going to be cold because everybody don't like their stuff fried. Listen, if you want a good sandwich, put it on some heat. If you want a good sandwich, put it on some heat. And that's what I did. And let me tell you something. Do not give us anything skimpy. You hear me? I don't want 2 or 3 pieces of meat. Pile it up. Let me be able to take something off the sandwich to make it work. Don't skimp meat. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're going to make a sandwich and you don't want to put any meat on there because maybe you're on a budget or probably just, turkey is $10.99 a pound or $12.99 a pound. So listen, leave sandwiches alone. You need to make a sandwich. But if you're going to make a sandwich, Jazz, bring me one of them sandwiches. Jazz, I got a foot long right here, my guy. So listen, the first thing you want to do, depending on if you want cheese, everybody don't like cheese. So what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to put cheese on half of it, and then we'll put cheese on the other. I have some Kobe Jack cheese, very fancy cheese here. I bought it because of the color. One thing about a good sandwich is that you want to have some color. You got to have some color in your food. You listen, if you don't have no color in your life, your sandwich ain't going to be right. You got to make it colorful. You got to make it pretty. You got to make it beautiful. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take some of this turkey. I'm using turkey today. Now, you can go to the store. They got teriyaki chicken. They got Nashville hot chicken. They got so many different things these days that, you just got to go and pick and choose what you want in turkey. But go to your local deli. Have it cooked. Stop buying that meat with the water that's in, y'all be buying that meat with a little water on the inside. Nuh-uh. Don't buy budget meat. Budget meat is not good on a sandwich. All right? It's going to wet your bread. It's going to down your bread. You're not going to even be able to share it with your coworker. Do not buy budget meat, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Just like a good sermon, don't leave out the meat. Preach, bitch. Mario, you're funny. Listen, we're going to make a good sandwich. But what I'm going to do with this sandwich here, we're going to do something different. I got the hot on one side, and we're going to do the cold on the other side. Now, you see, I don't care how much meat I'm putting on this thing. Listen, if you don't eat meat, that's fine. Find you some vegetarian something. I don't know. But today we're going to put some on this sandwich. Oh, my goodness. Isn't it looking good already, y'all? Listen, I can't be on here long, but I got to make this sandwich for you. Listen, what you want to do, don't worry about that thing falling over. Don't worry about that thing falling over. Listen, it's going to be all right. You're going to be able to grab it in the end. Now, there is a key in how you put in the next few items. Because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want stuff falling over and, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato. Mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato. Yeah, so you say that all the time, but necessarily it's not in that order. When I worked at Burger King, we had to put 4 pickles, a squirrel of ketchup, and an onion. That's how we did those things. So you got to be strategic in how you make this sandwich. The next thing I'm going with, though, I'm going to go with a tomato. I want some color on this thing. I've already chopped up these beautiful tomatoes. Oh my goodness, look at that. Listen, you thought you was at a Subway or something. I know. Listen, we eating fresh over here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, I see you. Maxwell, Sister Maxwell, I see you. Oh, we making a sandwich. This for lunch. This just for lunch here. I'm not gonna eat all this, y'all. First of all, let me go ahead and tell y'all that. Normally I give it away. Anyway. But anyway, I'm slapping some onions on here. I'm slapping onions on here. You ain't making a sandwich unless you slapping something on your bread. You got to learn how to slap something on your bread. Listen, y'all want to be all pretty and make this thing pretty. Let's go with these pickles here. Oh my goodness. I want you to see the color. I just want you to see the color. You can take these pickles off when you want to. That's just for presentation right here. I'm not going to put any condiments on here like mayonnaise and mustard because you don't want to make it soggy. You understand what I'm saying? You can cut this up and you can eat this, fold them up, cut them up in little squares, maybe 2 or 3 inch squares, and then fold them up, put them in some wrap, and save them for later. It's a good snack for later, but just don't put your condiments on it because you really don't want the bread to get wet. And if you have your tomatoes at the right temperature and you know how to wash your tomatoes off and cut them off, you won't have to worry about them being soggy either. Don't just slap the tomato on there and got all them seeds and everything else falling down. You don't want that. No, we're not doing that. We want to make sure. Oh my goodness, listen to this color now. I didn't go get any regular lettuce. I went and got some stuff with some color in it, some little kale and spinach and some other things you can just drop on this sandwich. This is what a sandwich looks like. Oh my goodness, look at that. And again, you can take your mayonnaise, you can take your mustard, whatever you feel, or your chipotle sauce, whatever you feel that you want to put on this wonderful French bread. You can put anything on it. I'm not going to put anything on it today because I'm going to eat some of this later. I tell you what. Thank you for the swirl of tomato. Yes, listen. Now, Miss Kathy LaFleur, you are too funny. But see, I know social media. And one thing about social media, I dare not get on social media with a big bottle of mayo trying to take a big old knife and I had to get the squirrel. Because y'all are bougie and y'all are fancy. You understand? I know what y'all doing at home, though. Y'all just taking that big old butter knife and sliding on the cross. But I had to get something a little bit more for TV. Martin Lawrence said, this is TV. So I had to be a little bit more TV. But when I'm at home by myself, y'all, I'm not thinking about a squirrel. I'm not thinking about a squirting no mustard bottle. I'm telling you, if I'm hungry and I want that sandwich, I'm going to take that mustard and we're going to go across and we're going to do what we do. I got to put that sandwich on the menu. Alan, you got that food truck, man. Yes, sir. You got to put a sandwich. Call it that. Exactly what it is. A sandwich is whatever you want on your sandwich. But let me show you guys. We have today created a sandwich in less than 15 minutes. If you got everything prepared, your sandwich is lit. Let me show you this sandwich. I don't want to drop this sandwich. I don't even know. I know y'all go get footlongs from places and you can take a measuring stick and it's probably about 10 inches. But this is actually a foot-long sandwich. Look at that. This is a foot-long sandwich. Oh my goodness. I tell you what. And the bread was bought at a local store, baked for about 15 minutes, depending on your crunchiness. Listen, so the key to a good sandwich, first of all, you got to have it in your mind. Second of all, you got to put it in your heart and then put it in your hands. Go to the store, whatever that creativity is in your mind, you bring that back. And when you bring that back, you make sure your bread is hot. You make sure you fry you some meat. Put you some meat on there, not the microwave. Put some olive oil, a little butter or something, and fry that meat just a little bit. Depending on, you might want to use grapeseed oil. I don't know how healthy you are. You put that on there. And then that's how you begin to make a good sandwich, Madison. So today, I want y'all to get in y'all kitchen and create your sandwich. Inbox me. Email me when you make that sandwich, all right? Listen, I want y'all to be blessed today. And I want to show you again this beautiful sandwich. I love Vincent Carter sandwiches. Now that is what a sandwich looks like. So today you have learned the correct way to fix a sandwich in your own way. Listen, I got to go, y'all. I love each and every one of you, and I'm glad that you have taken your time, your Friday. It's a little gloomy here today, but taking your Friday be with me. Thank you, Madison, for being there. Tracy Allen and the Maxwells, the Flora, everyone that's on this line. I can keep calling each and every one of your name. But listen, I got to go because it's lunchtime where I am, and I got to cut a piece of this sandwich. All right, y'all type that in the chat. Sandwich, SAMMICH. Remember, the cafeteria lady, she started that word when we were young. Sandwich. That's what we're eating today. So today you know how to cook a good sandwich. I got to go, y'all. I can't be on here all day long. No more to this sandwich, but to eat it, y'all. Let me get over here to my my little clothes out here. Okay, great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you guys again for being with me. Please join me Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I cook most of the time, but some Fridays it can be a little busy for me. But go to your local store, begin to shop, begin to make that thing happen. And listen, just enjoy the kitchen. Listen, the kitchen is fun. Do not be afraid of the kitchen. It's fun. You don't have to really know how to cook. I haven't always learned how to cook. I watched people. I was hungry enough. I just stayed by myself. I was single for a while, and so I knew what I need to do to feed myself and to get in that kitchen. And so, yeah, that's where all this good glory come from. This good glory is a good glory. I don't call it fitness and I don't call it fatness. It's good glory. And all this good glory comes from me being in this kitchen and loving what I do. When you love on your food will love back on you. Let me stop. I got to go, y'all. I love you. Listen, I'm going to see you Monday again, and we'll have something exciting to talk about. Be blessed until we meet again.